Hi, friends. I hope you're all doing good. And Merry Christmas to all. May Christ give you all the power to forgive and forget the past, especially the negatives, the losses, and then look forward for a good learning, for a good profitable way forward. Having said that, what is that we see in the markets now? Do we see more fall or do we see uh, a pullback? If I look at the markets currently, as per the waves, though the trend, of course, is the long-term trend. If you ask me, is definitely up. If here, this is the first wave, and then we have the second, you have the third, the fourth, which is going on right now. Whether it is Bank Nifty or Nifty, it's almost the same. If you look at uh, the most likely next level which perceive, uh, especially when I see Nifty, is first thing is a good correction has happened till now. 17,820, 800 is what I was expecting. Last week I had mentioned 17,800 is coming. In fact, 18,150 also we were kind of mentioned 17,800. This also kind hit on Friday. So are we looking more down? Yes, definitely. If I look at the present wave structure, there is still a bit of correction which is there. So I currently see somewhere 17,000, a very strong support at 17,443, and also 17,660 is what the levels we see, 600 to 660. Post that, market can move upwards again. However, these are all speculations. The moment you think market, you know everything market where it is heading, it is always there to prove us wrong. Uh, by the data, what I can see is there is a huge call writing at a 17,950 or 18,000 as well. So this expiry can be very volatile. And whereas we see a bit of put writers at 17,800 and 17,500 levels. A solid put writers at 17,000 is what we see. Whereas the 18,000 call writers are standing very strongly, and you can see there are call writers all across which are pushing the market down. Tomorrow, if market tends to open gap down, this is for the intraday what I'm planning to do. If it opens somewhere at 17,700 levels, I would watch and see if there is a short covering rally which can happen. Because the moment if I start covering their positions, there will be a big rally which can be initiated. However, if market tends to open above 17,930, then a bit of longs can be initiated, and we can see up to 18,120 to 180 levels also. It all depends again if the writers who are sitting at 17 or sitting at 17,900 and the writers who are sitting at the writers, call writers who are sitting at 18,000 start covering their positions. However, if you see the way the market has been correcting or falling, there is more of a panic, which we can see. And also, other thing I would like to tell you is the trend, of course, is up. If you see, it is just a correction which I think is happening currently. However, we need to see if these levels are supported. If this level of 17,460, 450 is not supported, then if these levels are taken away or market moves down below, then we may see 117, 150 to 16,700 levels also. This is the downside which we are talking about. However, uh, it may not go straight down. There'll be definitely some kind of up move. As like we can see a possibility of a strong support being taken at 17,600 to 660 levels. So as I said, these are all mere speculations. We will just work on our levels. We will look at the structure. We will look at the FNO data, the option writers, how they're adjusting their positions, and we shall trade accordingly. So as I mentioned, if market moves down below 17, if market tends to head 17,940 and show me any signs of a down move, then I would look to go short. My first level would be 17, 760, and below this I would possibly look at 17,690 to 17,620 also. Some of the sectors I would like to all of you to watch is one is the pharma, which has been consolidating for quite some time, and there has been some up moves, but there is also a rejection here, which is seen at these levels. So it could trade in a range, uh, unless otherwise this price, if we see some up move above 13,000 levels, then it may still trade in this particular range only. Whereas when you see uh, Nifty reality, there is a bit of support which can be taken here at these levels. And some of the stocks possibly we can look to slowly accumulate in this sector, maybe in the coming days. Like for example, Brigade Enterprises, which took a nice support at this trend line. And this trend line is supported well. And if we are able to see price sustaining above 480, 490, 500 levels, then I would keep adding for a target of 560 or so, 540 to 560 or so. We can possibly look at even DLF. Our DLF has not taken any strong support. It can move here up to 390 to 320 or so. So at this region, possibly we may see 320, we may see some kind of a support which may be taken. Uh, Post these levels, we will take an informed decision looking at the data and the way the price action works on. The other sector I think we can look at is the auto sector, which is currently at a strong trend line support. When I say support, it doesn't mean that there is somebody sitting there to support. It's only that there could be some pending orders which can uh, typically push back the price upwards. Or maybe we could even wait for this trend line. If it breaks down and test 11,600, there we could look at maybe stocks like Maruti, M&M. Uh, we need to watch if Maruti tends to take support at 7,900 levels, and Mahindra. In fact, if you see Mahindra, it has been trying to hold this level, and tomorrow if this level is supported and price tends to bounce above this level of 1250, then I would go for a short term buy for a target of 1280 to 1320, 310 to 320 levels. Meanwhile, if you have any my view for Nifty, I think I have already shared, Mr. Balakrishnan. So I think you can possibly go back once and check. The other sectors, I think, if I see mid caps, still bit of correction could be possible. We could we can even look at when I see the FMCG sector. Though normally FMCG sector tends to hold, uh, however, if I see it has been possibly pushed down very strongly because maybe because stocks like Dabur, Britannia, so I would wait to watch even Britannia. Britannia though is a good stock. I would typically would wait to see how this stock behaves because it is already at I think the lifetime highs. So definitely they would try to uh, move this down. In fact, it has seemed to have broken this trend line support. So we may possibly see 4,100 levels to 3,830 also. So we need to watch. Maybe these levels we can watch and try and accumulate. Uh, Also, be very cautious if you see the VIX. I've been telling my friends, especially our subscribers, that VIX has been very uh, strongly moving up, and there is a high chance that this may come to 20 levels also. So for tomorrow, I would share uh, Nifty option levels. So 17,700 or 17,600. Sorry, give me one moment, please. Let me look at. And being a monthly expiry, we could definitely see huge volatility because there will be a lot of rollover which could be happening now. Uh, so I have 17,900, which is currently trading at around 134. So two option levels I would share for tomorrow. One would be the 17,900 PE. Once this moves or from below above the price of 150, I would like to buy 150 to 158. I would go long for a target of 220, 190, sorry, 190 to 240 plus. And the stop loss here I would like to place at 128, and 17,850 call if the price moves above 166. Then I would look for a target of 220 to for 260. SL for the same would be around 148. So these are the two levels I would like to share where I would watch and possibly trade with a strict stop loss. On Friday, we had very good trades. Let me share the trades which we took on Friday. Uh, we got only on the put side. We never could get any trades, I think, on the uh, call side. We also got a good trade in Naukri, 4,000 put. Initially, we took one lot at 95 and hit the target at 130. We added one more at 130. This here made a high of 185. Jubilant Food, we took 520 put at 10.5. This hit around 13.814. Divis Lab, we missed initial entry, but we tried to enter in at 3,500 call 122, but this hit the stop loss. 4,200 put give us very nice entries. Uh, in fact, just one lot, if you have bought, this made a high of almost 520. So we traded at the various levels in 4,200 put in Bank Nifty. Infosys, we took 520 put and made about 4 points. We're still holding this. with a hedge. So when you are so we will have to see tomorrow. Good luck for tomorrow. I would want you to still wait if you are looking to invest for long term. Still, I think a bit of correction is still underway. Let's look at Hindalco. Hindalco seems to have broken this trend line. Let's look at Tata Steel. Tata Steel, I think I'm expecting a big fall basis this structure which has created here. Uh, I would stay away. I think I have already mentioned that I'm expecting 92 to 88, 84 levels. So kindly stay away if you're planning to invest in Tata Steel. Uh, Tata Motors has made a good correction. Mm, if this trends to Tata Motors tends to stay above 395, then possibly I might think of possibly, sorry, possibly going long. Uh, I'm not very confident on this, but possibly I think I would look to add few quantities at 390, and then maybe I would add some more at 400 for a target of 440 to 480 levels. So I have also given Brigade. Let's look at the Nifty 50 stocks. If you see the huge correction, Tata Steel 5%, Motors 5, Hindalco 5%, JSW about 1.5%. Uh, Another stock I think we can probably look to good time to do a SIP or SIP. This could be Wipro. Has done a very good correction, good levels to add, and as you all know, Wipro is a good company, so we should be able to buy this at these current levels, and I would tend to add once it possibly moves uh, first level. I think I would start adding is around 365, 370 levels, and as it starts moving up is where I would uh, possibly add, not when it comes down. If it comes down, I will just quick quiet watch, because normally people tend to average. This is not a very good strategy. Supposingly you buy, example, you buy 100 quantities of Wipro at, for example, at 380. That is your investing around 100 quantities. So your investment is 38,000. If this comes down, normally what people do is people add another 100 if it comes to uh, 360, which is actually, you are adding to your losses. So this is not a very good idea because you're just going on adding and uh, incurring more loss. So I would rather do the opposite. If the price starts moving up to 30, for example, 390 or 400, I would add another 100. And then slowly I could keep trailing my stop loss. So that's a better idea or a better way of doing it, which is called as pyramiding. I will talk about pyramiding in the future videos. Uh, Thank you all for joining. Thank you for your comments, your views. Your has been definitely valuable to us. Uh, let's look at HDFC Life. Most stocks are correcting. You can look at some of this F&O stocks. Reliance has made a huge correction till now. Mm, so next level of support is somewhere at 2445. Uh, Definitely yes. Somebody who loves Reliance can start adding, but then if you see this is like a head and a shoulder, so there is definitely a possibility of more down coming in this. We may easily see 2440 to 2400 in the coming week in Reliance, unless otherwise there is some the operators want to do otherwise and start taking it up. Uh, Kotak Bank is showing signs of pullback. Uh, More so, I would still wait. Axis Bank, I think there is more down coming here as the next level. What I can see in Axis Bank is somewhere at 830, 840 levels as per the waves. So there is definitely a strong correction which can happen in this stock. Uh, let's look at ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank also has corrected a lot. Uh, Seems to be holding on to 865. Mm, However, I would still want to see whether this wave would stop here at 850 and sustains above. Then I would possibly look to add in ICICI Bank. Uh, but then if you see, it has hit the highs here and then started moving down slowly. So I would wait for 840 to 800, 790 levels in ICICI before taking any informed decision. So thanks for all for your time and good luck for tomorrow. Happy profiting. Uh, Keep your watch on the sectors and